Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sammy Vapor Studios, and today we're stepping out of the pixelated world of Minecraft and into something a little stranger, the real-life, live-action world of a Minecraft movie. And to celebrate, Mattel has given us this, the Minecraft movie Steve action figure. Yes, you heard me right. Steve has officially gone from being a blocky character with the emotional range of a cardboard box to a 4-inch Jack Black lookalike in toy form. Now, this action figure only cost me £11.99 on Amazon. So, here's the big question. Is it worth the price, or would I have just been better off just buying a Minecraft plush creeper and calling it a day? Let's find out. But before we find out, before we jump into today's unboxing review, I want to remind everyone, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And if you want to support me and the channel even more, then try to watch as much of this video as you possibly can, and maybe check out some of my other videos afterwards. It makes a huge difference and keeps me motivated to make more content for all of you guys. Without further ado, let's begin with the unboxing review. And for anyone new to the franchise, in case you don't know what Minecraft is, or who Steve is, Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time. The objective of the game is that you mine resources, craft tools, build houses, and survive against monsters in a randomly generated open world. You also have the ability to build anything you want in this open world. And Steve is the original playable character that you play as. Basically, the blank slate that every player starts with. He doesn't have much personality in the game, but in the Minecraft movie, he's portrayed by Jack Black, which explains why this action figure looks so much like him and has his likeness, because it is him. You're literally holding Jack Black as a Minecraft character, in action figure form. So let's start with the packaging. Mattel kept things consistent with the Minecraft branding, so you've got the bold Minecraft logo across the top and a nice image of creepers on the back, which helps sell that this isn't just a random Jack Black toy. It's officially Minecraft. The card back has that grassy, blocky texture that makes it instantly recognizable to Minecraft fans. Even if you saw this across the aisle at a toy store, then you'd just know right away what franchise that it belongs to. And through the plastic window, you can see everything included. The action figure, the sword, a food accessory, and the mysterious satchel. The figure's pose in the packaging is very neutral dad stance, like he's about to say, "Who touched my grill?" And the first impressions? Honestly, it's weird in the best way possible. Minecraft characters are usually just square heads and blocky arms, but here we've got a realistic human sculpt of Steve, and instead of looking generic, it looks exactly like Jack Black, who's playing Steve in the movie. It's the kind of figure that just makes you laugh just by looking at it. Okay, it's now time to set him free from his plastic prison. And yeah, like most modern toys, Mattel has him locked in with plastic casing. They must have been worried that Steve would mine his way out. And there we go, here he is. Well, this figure stands at about 4 inches tall, standing proud, and looking like he's about to break into a Tenacious D song. Now let's talk about the sculpt and paint, because this is where Mattel really shines. This figure stands at 4 inches tall, so he's not a large-scale collectible like Marvel Legends or Star Wars Black Series, but for the size, The detail is impressive. Starting with the head sculpt, this is undeniably Jack Black. They've captured his beard, his slightly shaggy hairstyle, and even the kind of playful smirking expression that makes him so recognizable. A lot of cheaper figures can look rather uncanny or off-model, but this one nails it really well. The torso has a turquoise sweater with ribbed detailing sculpted into it. It's not just painted flat, you can actually feel the grooves if you run your finger across it. The jeans also have sculpted wrinkles and folds, which gives the impression of actual fabric. Even the shoes are nicely done, painted brown with clear separation from the jeans, which is far more than I can say for a lot of figures at this price point. Paint application overall is clean, the beard is shaded really well, the eyes are straight and printed clearly, and there's no obvious paint bleeding between the clothing and the skin. The hair has a subtle wash that adds depth rather than just being one flat colour. And for £11.99, I expected something a bit more basic, but the sculpt and paint here actually exceed my expectations. Okay, now let's talk about the articulation of this action figure. Now, this isn't a super high-end collector's figure like Marvel Legends or SH Figuarts, so don't expect crazy posing options. But what you do get here is actually pretty solid for a Minecraft action figure. Starting with the head, it's on a ball joint, so you get a little tilt, a little bit of attitude, and some decent side-to-side movement. Because of Steve's longer hair in the movie design though, you're not going to get a full 360-degree rotation of the head. He can look up a fair amount, but looking down is very limited. The arms can raise up and rotate around, and at the elbows you can get a bend and a swivel, which adds more range of motion than I expected. Unfortunately, there's no wrist articulation, so the hands are stuck in their default fixed position. Moving down, there's no torso or waist cut, which is a bit of a shame, but the legs do make up for it somewhat. The legs can spread out to the sides for a partial split, though the joints are on the tighter side. The legs can also kick forward and back, which is nice for action poses. At the knees, you've got both a bend and a swivel, so you can get at least some decent variety in stances. Overall, the articulation isn't exactly groundbreaking, but for a blocky character designed like Steve, it's surprisingly decent. You can get him into some fun poses, and it works well enough for play or display. Now let's talk about the accessories that the action figure comes with, because every good action figure needs at least some gear. So this Steve action figure here comes with at least 3 different types of accessories. The first accessory is the classic iron sword. It's done in that big, chunky, pixelated style that we all know, with a metallic silver grey finish that looks sharp, definitely iron and not stone, and what's funny is the contrast. You've got this more realistic movie-style Steve action figure, and then you stick this blocky 8-bit sword in his hand, and suddenly, it looks like Jack Black decided to cosplay at Minecon. Which is fitting because Jack Black is in the Minecraft movie, so somewhere, some kid is probably going to walk down the aisle and go, "Mummy, Mummy, I want the big fat man action figure." And honestly, I will say that the sculpt on this figure does capture Jack Black's likeness surprisingly well. And next up is the food accessory. Now, at first glance, it looks like a kebab on a stick, which is hilarious in my opinion. You could imagine that Steve is out here looking like he's queuing at a carnival. But looking closer, I think it's supposed to be the lava chicken from the Minecraft movie, with that darker flame-cooked paint job. Either way, it's like a chicken leg or chicken drumstick. And I think it's funny to pose him holding it like he's taking a bite while a creeper lurks behind him. And finally, there's the satchel that it comes with. Now, Steve isn't exactly known for rocking a handbag, so I think that this is definitely a movie tie-in, especially as I have seen the movie myself. As you can see, the satchel slips over his shoulder perfectly and fits snugly against his body, and it actually looks decent in display. I imagine he's carrying enchanted books, maybe a stack of redstone dust, or maybe just more kebabs or chicken legs. Either way, it gives him that little extra flair and storytelling potential. So you might be wondering about the possible play scenarios that you could use this action figure for. So how does this figure hold up when it comes to play value? Well, let's run through a few fun scenarios. Scenario number 1, the classic Minecraft survival loop. Equip Steve with his iron sword and march him forward with determination, and then have him swing at absolutely nothing. Just like in the game, it perfectly captures hours of chopping down trees, mining blocks, and hitting thin air. Scenario number 2, the Creeper encounter. Now you could pose him mid-swing like he's bravely fighting back. Or, if you want to be a little more accurate to how Creeper battles usually end, just have him stand there and accept his explosive fate. Both are valid. Scenario number 3, crossover chaos. Place Steve next to Spider-Man, Batman, or even Barbie, and watch people's brains short-circuit. Picture him raiding Barbie's dream house to craft a diamond chestplate, or teaming up with Darth Vader for an awkward but unstoppable alliance. Scenario number 4. Just display him for the purpose of memes. Stick him on your shelf, give him the kebab chicken leg thing, and wait for your friends to ask, "Hey, why do you have a tiny Jack Black action figure holding a Minecraft sword?" Honestly, that reaction alone might be worth the £11.99 price tag. And now, let's go over the pros and cons of this action figure. Pros: sculpt and paint are excellent for the price. Jack Black's likeness is spot on. The accessories are fun, especially the iron sword. It has a solid build and a good shelf presence as well. As for the cons, the articulation is slightly limited, the satchel accessory feels random, and parents would also be confused when their kids ask, "Mummy, can you buy me the big fat man with the sword?" Steve's got accessories, articulation, and even a movie deal. Meanwhile, I've been stuck in the same two poses for years. Life's not fair, man. At this point, I'd settle for Mattel giving me a repaint, call it Disco Dab Variant, and just ship me out already. I mean, whoa bro, this Steve is looking thick. That's a lot of polygons stuffed into 4 inches of plastic. So, the important question, is it worth £11.99? Well, for me, yes it is. It's not the most posable figure out there, but for under 12 quid, you get a well-sculpted, funny, and genuinely unique piece of merch. For Minecraft fans, Jack Black fans, or collectors who just want something quirky on the shelf, this is definitely a great buy. Now, my final rating out of 10 would be a solid 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's solid, and the humor factor alone makes it stand out. Well, that wraps up my review of the Minecraft movie Steve action figure by Mattel. For £11.99 you could grab this figure now, or about the same value in snacks, which honestly sounds like something Steve himself would do. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and stick around for more unboxings and Vaporwave infused reviews. Also, feel free to check out my Who's That Pokemon series and some of my other videos if you haven't already. And until next time, keep mining, keep crafting, and keep vibing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.